Hello, everybody. This is the Imagine of, and welcome to episode 19 of the Imagine This Let's Play series. Here we are. We're in the base. We're going to get started really quick today because we have a lot of things I want to wrap up and get us ready to go move on to bigger and better things. First of all, I'd like you to take a look in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen and click on the Imagine of watermark and hit the subscribe button. It would make a guy feel super special, namely me. Alright, so we got the business out of the way. As you can see, I got some fancy things going on here. It's fancy times. Fancy times in the base. Alright, so I've been tinkering with this scaffolding stuff, and I really like it. And as you can see here, we are working on getting this integrated pattern into our wall here, because that's part of the promise that I made. We're gonna have some kind of cool looking pattern when we're going down this elevator right here. So the way this is working out so far is I love this, because if I go back 7 blocks and I stand here and I put a piece on, I can put 7 pieces out, and then it starts falling down, and that gives me a scaffolding that drops all the way to the bottom, so I can work up and down. And if I need to make little lattices, it just so happened to work out that there are 7 spaces in between each one of these midpoints, so it's really kind of cool. So what I'm working on right here is we're going into this level, and we're going to take this pattern. I put them every other one, and then I took out the middle ones, so they're every other one. And so we're going to go through and build this out. I gotta take a look. I get really disoriented, and I'm sure there's a much better way to do this, but I don't know it. So I'm not doing it that way. Whatever way that is. Let's get over here. I'm going to work from corner to corner, and if I'm not mistaken here, if I look out, alright, so here's my block. So what I'm doing, I'll take this block and put it here, and then I'm taking this block and I put it there. Very simple, right? And I've also learned a few tricks. I don't know why I knew that this was a thing, but if I point at a block and click the middle mouse button, it'll shift me to that block. Alright, did you catch that? So if I point at this black stone, boink, it'll just switch me right to the black stone. And why I haven't been using that for all these years, I have no clue. But you learn new things every day. Alright, so we're going to go like that. And then we need to click on that. Doink, doink. And then it's going to be more black stone, like so. The only thing I gotta keep an eye out for is where is my other block. And that's the hard part. So for me, I'm not really good at keeping track of my pattern here. So 1, 2, 3. And this one right here. 1, 2, 3. So right at that point is going to be my next block. And I think if I do this, I gotta talk in the mic so that we can all hear me ponder the things that are going on in life. Alright, so yeah, I think I got that right. Yeah? No, I did not. I did not get that right. Let's fix that real quick. And let's see, we'll take this out, and we'll put this block in, then we'll stick this block here, and we'll just build over a little bit. I'm going to shift out over the doom, and boy, I tell you what, with that little set of scaffolding there, I cannot see what I'm doing. Let's go over here and look. I know this might be painful to some of you, but it's always painful for me. And let's see here. Did I mess that up? Yes, I did. So that one right there, I can't tell because of the reflections. I tell you what, this is a project. Yeah, so that last one right there is got to be switched. So I'm not going to make you guys watch me do this on camera because it is very, very tedious for me. So we're going to get a few more of this put in, and as this pattern goes down, it's going to split into two pieces. All right, so it's going to go down and split, down and split, and then finally the entire pattern at the bottom is going to be solid sandstone that did a dissolve transition into blackstone, going up or down, either way you want to look at it. All right, so I'm glad you're tuned in with me. We're going to get this knocked out, and then the next thing we're doing is moving the thing, our nether portal, into the base here. So let's go up and look at where that's going to go real quick. I'm super glad you tuned in today. Lots of little calculations and things going on. This is our center point, and I have a really cool idea for building this out and making this look really, really tricked out. So I hope you stick with me and stay tuned, because this is going to be kind of an extension of what we were doing in here. I got all my chests moved, but we're going to trick out our nether portal, get it in here. We're going to get our pattern set in and get all this finished up. So I am super glad to see you today. All right, we're back with the progress update, and I've been smart enough to figure out the pattern here, and actually figured out that if I just counted 3 blocks, I would be in the right spot. So hindsight is always 20/20, let me tell you. All right, so it looks like I'll have just enough room to dissolve this down, because the next level is going to have 3. There's going to be 2 rows of 3, and then it's going to go to a solid pattern of sandstone at the bottom there. And I think I have just enough levels to integrate that. There's not going to be a big, huge section of sandstone at the bottom, but it will fade into it nicely, I believe. So I'm going to finish this up. We'll show you what that looks like, and then I'm going to lay out the floor plan and the pattern here for this project, and we'll get started on that. Then we're going to move our nether portal and have access in the base. Yeehaw! All right, everybody, here we are. We've made it to the bottom of our big gigantic tunnel here, and you know, I'm looking at the pattern, and I'm not really as excited about it as I was when I first started it, but it's got a turnaround section, and it kind of does the same thing, and I think it looks okay. It kind of dissolves from up there to down here, and quite honestly, we'll go take a check here, but I don't think we're going to see it long enough for it to really matter. I'm going to get my scaffolding back here before I sneak out through one of our little side areas that we found the last time I got locked in here. So I believe if we go out one of these side tunnels here, like so, and put these blocks back. Now, all I gotta do is figure out, how do I get out of here? Please let me out of my own contraption. I think if I go here, maybe right here, and grab a block, and another block, and another block. Yes, that might be the exact spot that we came out of the last time I got stuck in here. Let's see here. Got those, and we're just gonna jump right back up in there, put them up, boink, boink, boink. All right, now, here we are, in the mine. We're in the mine, and now we have a design going up our stuff here. It may not be the greatest thing I've ever done, and you can sort of tell. You can sort of tell. I'm not genuinely thrilled with what I've done, but that's a nice view. That kind of looks cool from up here. And you know, not every option an idea you try out is going to be your favorite, but I tell you what, I'm tired of looking at this all look like one thing. Here we go. Here's the dissolve from one color to another. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Let's make one more trip down the big long tunnel. You can't really see the single ones up at the top. Actually, is there a bed nearby? Do I have a bed in my inventory? No, I don't. Never mind. Let's not sleep. I did notice we do get some mobs in here, and they just kind of show up and drop down. I had a creeper fall on my head not too long ago. But okay, so let's try the slow, and I'm gonna go slow, and let's just look at one side here. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. I tell you what, it'll do for a decoration for this shaft that we use infrequently. And so I guess the next thing I need to do is leave that alone and move on with my life here and go see what else we can get done in our living quarters area, which I'm really excited about. I'm going to go ahead and knock this scaffolding out, pick it all up. I may have to drop a few items because I'm walking around at maximum density. In the words of George McFly, you are my density. And I need to get rid of some density. So here we go. That's not where that goes. All right. So let's get our scaffolding up, and I'll kind of let you in on the secret of what we're going to do next here. I'm excited about getting a nether portal in my house, in my base, where I can do my things without ever leaving the comfort of my home. I can travel the world and all the universe without leaving this beautiful area right here. All right, so I am going to build a circular portal because it doesn't really matter as long as it meets the minimum requirements. And I'm going to have a either green or blue, or a combination of green and blue, kind of an artistic structure that melds down into this center point where my circular portal is going. And we're going to have a really spiffy platform, and we're going to have a glassed in area with some piston doors on both sides to where we don't let our pigmen just run free. They can see what's going on. They can look around at how nice of a place we have, but I want them to stay in the portal in case they spawn. I don't know what else could spawn in there. I'm sure there's something else that could come through there, but I want to keep them all in a little area. So I'm going to get that all kind of guide blocked and laid out. I'm going to get the block selections together, and I'm thinking this is just going to be really fun to have this all put together inside here. And I guess after that, let's get some stuff moved in. Let's get out of the hole in the wall. I'm glad you joined me today. Hopefully the dissolve between blackstone and sandstone was not too much of a disappointment. I'm not that thrilled with it, but for now, we're going to keep it. Well, I thought I would come back and show you what happens when you don't double check yourself. I think I left an open space in my thing, and for most people you would never even see it, but it's going to drive me nuts. If I look down here and I do a see that right there? I didn't put my last couple blocks in. So what we're going to do today is we are going to test feather fall and just see how bad a fall from this height would actually hurt. Let's do it here. I think I'll survive. I've eaten. I'm full of health. I got my good, super good, awesome armor on. Let's see what happens when I just jump off the side of this thing. Ooh. Oh, not bad at all. We are already back to full health. Now, what needs to go in this spot right here is we need a lantern And then we need a sandstone block. Now our pattern is finished. I can find a little escapey place. I don't even think I can get to the other side, so we'll have to pop out on this side, and I'm hoping there's no lava right here. We'll find out. Let's see what happens here. No, hey, we're just like, it's symmetrical. I built the thing so that if I popped out on that spot on any of my sides, I would actually wind up somewhere near where I wanted to be. So we'll put those back in, and I'll get back to work. We can survive the fall, folks. That's awesome. Welcome back. Here we are down inside the base, and I'm kind of preempting my own surprise to you guys because that's the kind of guy I am. I'm going to preempt myself. So this is kind of what I've mocked up here, and I'm just in the process of getting the last little bits of blocks in, and I've got a kind of a cool thing that I know I may have said. It's quite possible that I've said I want to put a piston door in here, but I found a really neat design for a 3x3 spiral, and I'd like to put it on, I want to put it on both sides, even though I'm looking at this, and I love this, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate the extra effort by the Chroma Hills guy, because that is so awesome. Look at that. There's all this. I don't even know what you call that. It's got a name. And stained glass people all around the world will be going, what's wrong with you? That's called this. So we're going to get that 3x3 door stuck in here. And I'll stop kind of a couple times in between to give you an idea of what's going on with that. And then we're going to do a little, I don't know if I'm keeping it exactly this way, but you know me by now. I'd like to put some blocks out and then make my edits after that. So I am super glad you're still with me today, and we're going to get this 3x3 spiral door put in place. And here we are at the first little bit of the progress update. So let's take a quick look at what's going on here. I do want to say this video is definitely going to be linked. I did not make this up, obviously, and it's by pardon me if I mispronounce this. You'll probably learn my age today. It's by Kwipla, and it's Kwipla, and I wish you guys would go ahead and take a moment, even if you need to now. Now I'm probably going to slide this in as a card, but go ahead and visit them and hit a subscribe, because they definitely know what they're doing, and this is a nice door, so let us show them a little bit of support here. So this is the first stage here. We've got a 2x2, and I'm not making it this color. This is just to kind of help me get my spatial orientation here. But let's see here. Let's get up on top of this thing. So we have just enough room, and I'm almost afraid to see if I left myself enough space or not here. Let's try it out here. All right, so we know, let's see. Oh boy, did we ever. We are so okay on space. I can't even fix that because I have so many blocks. So let me get myself organized inventory wise, and we'll get back here once we get a little bit of this put together. Okay, here we are. We've had us a little bit of time pass. I had some settings and some issues with my OS in between doing some things, so a little bit of time has passed. But I wanted to show you where we're at. I really like this design. It's way above my head, but I understand kind of what's going on in here, and I'll just give you a look-see and let you take a peek at what we got going here. So the first thing that he had us start with, and I want everybody to watch that video if you're interested in this kind of stuff, because it's the only way you're ever going to learn. You're not going to learn it from watching me. Unfortunately, I'm not the tutorial man. All right, so we got two pistons facing up into the center block, and that's the first thing we did when we built the frame. After that, we run over here, And behind this blue piece of terracotta is an observer that is for our input. And he has a lever there. I built a little thing so that we can watch the action from the front. After that, you take, let me get my pointer here. You take 2 observers facing that block and run them this direction. And then you have this one facing down, outputting to the downside. Then you face into there and place 2 more. And you stick, let's see, yeah, you face a piston off of that. You're going to get the output from those, and that's going to power this piston and move this observer. Then after that, we placed I used quartz for redstone. It's my thing. I don't know. Probably other people do too, but I think it just looks like a great block. So you have to make these pluses. In the tutorial, they're dots. In 1.16.5, obviously, we got to make them into a plus sign or a cross shape with an observer that's watching that and outputting to this piston here. After that, I think the next thing was we come over here and we place a regular block there, a regular block there, and we had to make a redstone lamp. And you put that right here. Then you take an observer facing the redstone lamp and outputting this direction. And I believe, I'm not good at remembering tutorials. That's why I have to watch them second by second. But I'm not watching it. Then you had to put a piston here and observer facing up in this note block right here. And what that does, we're going to watch it. I'll get back. I'll turn this off. I want you to see, kind of watch what the blocks are doing if you don't know what a double piston extender is. Isn't that pretty cool? And we're back. We got the thing built. It's all put together. And I'm just kind of designing up some inputs that I want to use. I kind of want to do like a little secret torch thing. And I'm going to do that probably, I don't know. It's been a long day. Between the computer problems and the creepers spawning on my head up here, it's been kind of a trial. But I wanted you to see how compact this is. There have been a few spots where it kind of acted weird if I put a block. So what I did was, this white set of blocks is my facing section. I'm not going to have it be white, but I want to put those in so that I know it operates with blocks in those areas. So I have to kind of be careful. It's a little finicky, but it works fantastic. So we're going to back up a little. I'll get out of F1 and I'm going to give it a swipe. And I picked the pattern because that's kind of what I've been thinking. I've been seeing green, okay? Here we go. Awesome. Totally cool. I love that. I love it, I love it, I love it. And thank you to the designer, and be sure to check out that link. I've got quite a bit of repair work to do here. I'm going to wrap it up pretty quick, and then I want to get the old portal broken, and I want to make a new, light up this new one here so we can start using the Nether from the inside of our base. I'll have to wait another day to put this one in because my day is run out. I've run out of time, and I think most people know what that feels like, but I really appreciate you sticking with me. Let me get this dressed up, and we'll close out the episode. And here we are, guys, at the end of the episode. Guys and gals, we're ready to do a little nether portal stuff. As you can see, I got my little flint and steel in my hand, and I've busily finished all the things that I need to finish. We're going to take out our corner block here, not with the bow and arrow, though. We're going to break this portal and light the one on the inside, and that's kind of how that works right there. I've been working so busy, and I'm so glad you guys stuck with me today. There's a lot of little things that I haven't gotten the ability to get on camera and communicated with you, but I will get, we're going to kind of do like a powwow. Here's all the little tidbits, maybe at the beginning of the next episode. We are just up against the wall on time. So I got the inputs placed for our doors, so we just throw a little torch down just like that, and look how nice that is. We get in there and there's a secret one right here, and that should shut the door right up. And here we are, ready to do the christening of the new Nether portal. Let's do it, folks. Oh boy, to the Nether from the inside of our house. Now hopefully everything still works the same way it used to, and I'm sure it will. So let's go take a quick peek at how we can now travel to the Nether from inside our house. And there we are. That's how quick it is. Thank you so much for sticking with me today. I hope you had a wonderful time. Be sure to check out the link for the 3x3 spiral door by Kwipla, and we will see you next week.